Well, hello, and welcome to Fragrance Therapy. I'm so happy that you're joining me today. This is going to be a bit of a different video, but I'm excited to be doing this. I'm going to be talking about how fragrances have been therapeutic to me and for me this week of April the 9th through the 15th of 2023. Something that I think many of you will appreciate about this video is that I'll be featuring and going over not just home fragrances, but body care items and skincare. So the 9th was Easter Sunday, and I had texted my mom Happy Easter in the morning, sent her a Happy Easter image. It took my mom several hours before she responded to that Happy Easter text message. And so come to find out, my mom was in the hospital. And just so you know, my mom has been to the hospital before a couple times, but she was usually released after a day or two. So I was thinking maybe that's what would happen this time. But on Tuesday evening, I found out that my mom was going to need a procedure done on Wednesday. So after I found out she was going to have a procedure done, I knew that I would need to drive out there to be with her. And my mom and I don't live very close to each other, so this was going to be a bit of a drive. So as I was packing my bag, I started to wonder about what type of fragrance I could take with me. Could I take a plug-in wax warmer or a plug-in with a plug-in refill? And I don't know how hospitals are. This was my first time actually having to spend the night in a hospital, so I don't know what the rules are. So just in case that wasn't allowed, I decided not to take one of those with me. But I was looking around in my fragrance drawer, my perfume drawer, and I saw this fragrance that is right next to me. And I thought to myself, this is perfect. So here's a fragrance by Bodycology, and it's called Pure White Gardenia. And I'll read what it says on the back. It says, the rich floral scent of fresh gardenias promotes love, peace, and good spirits. Now, the reason I thought that this would be perfect is because gardenia is a fragrance that my mom loves. She loves gardenia flowers and gardenia perfumes or fragrances. So the day after the procedure, which was a Thursday, I showed my mom the body mist, and she smelled a little bit of the fragrance on the sprayer or the spritzer, and she really loved how it smelled. So she wanted a little bit of it on her skin. So I sprayed some on her. I think this is called your décolletage. So that in itself is a perfect example of fragrance therapy and how a fragrance can be therapeutic to you during a time that you're in a place like a hospital. And so for someone like my mom, who is very self-sufficient and independent, being at a hospital is not her ideal destination. And so with this Pure White Gardenia body mist, I'm glad I could make her day a little bit more pleasant. Now, just in case anybody's wondering, my mom is out of the hospital and she is at a health and rehabilitation center because she's going to be needing physical therapy to get back to being that independent and self-sufficient woman. So please keep her in your prayers, my family in your prayers. If you want to send positive vibes, positive energy, encouraging comments, all of that is appreciated. And in advance, thank you all so very much. Now let's fast forward to when I make it back home. I was so glad to be home and to be back in my own room, and especially back in my own bathroom. And after spending a few nights at the hospital and the long drive that I had that day, I was ready for a shower. So I took a look at all my body care fragrances to see which scent I wanted floating around in my shower with me. And I thought maybe I would have picked out a very calming, relaxing fragrance, but I was actually drawn to a fun, light, carefree scent, which I guess kind of makes sense because after having quite a heavy, emotionally heavy week, it was nice to just smell something that was, like I said, a little fun and carefree and simple and just yummy. And the fragrance that ended up catching my attention was Bath and Body Works' Vanilla Confetti Sparkle. Here is the shower gel, and then this is the body cream. And I really hope that this is a fragrance that I can find again, because I have tried my share of vanilla fragrances, and this for me actually smells like vanilla ice cream, like the good vanilla ice cream. And the fragrance notes in Vanilla Confetti Sparkle are creamy cake pop frosting, rainbow sprinkles, and vanilla bean. And this was definitely the perfect choice to have filling up my shower last night. It was comforting and, like I said, just very light, carefree. It gave me happy thoughts and happy feelings, and that is definitely what I needed after these last few days. So now I have stepped out of the shower and it is time to wash my face. So I washed my face with a new cleanser that I just started trying this week. Now I enjoy makeup, but I love good skincare. However, I am on quite the budget right now. Can anybody else out there relate? And so I found this face wash at the Dollar Tree. Okay, don't judge me. But what drew me to it was the fact that it is watermelon scented. And when a product has a nice fragrance or scent to it, it makes the process of washing our face, washing our body, washing our scalps that much more enjoyable of a process. So here it is. It says our daily cleanser is infused with watermelon extract that is known to hydrate skin and leave skin feeling fresh and clean. So yes, it was very enjoyable to wet my face with warm water and then to smell that watermelon scent as I was washing the day away, and just happy to be back at home and knowing that I was going to get ready to settle down and change into my sleep clothes and watch a show and just kind of wind down. So that was yesterday night. Now, let me go over some fragrances that were therapeutic to me today, the last day of this long week. Well, when I woke up, I started to think about what fragrance I wanted to fill my home with. I was wondering, do I want something relaxing and soothing, maybe something happy? And oddly enough, I went for something that I absolutely wasn't expecting to choose. And the name of the fragrance is Sweet Potato Pie. Now, I thought and I figured that I wouldn't try this fragrance until October at the earliest, or definitely November of this year. But my heart and my mind was on my mom and with my mom, of course. And my mom makes such good sweet potato pies. And I figured maybe if I have that smell flowing through my home, that aroma, it'll make me think of happy thoughts of my mother. And so I was like, you know what? I know I wasn't going to use this until November and it's April right now, but to hell with it, Life is too short and it's also very precious. And, why hold on to something if you aren't going to be able to really enjoy it. Life doesn't always go according to plan or to our plans. I turned on my wax warmer and put one of the wax melts in there. And yeah, I really did end up enjoying this sweet potato pie fragrance. It did make me think of, you know, that sweet potato, oh my God, that sweet potato pie. It did make me think of, you know, that sweet potato pie cooking in the kitchen. And so I look forward to when my mom is out of rehabilitation and is able to walk on her own again and get back to being able to cook again for herself and for me on those you know, special holidays like Thanksgiving. And last but not least, they say good things come in small packages, and I agree with that because I have a little tiny sample of perfume from a brand called OUAI, and the fragrance is called Melrose Place. But this was such a perfect fragrance for today. Here where I am, it is a beautiful, sunny, warm day. You know, the kind of day that you want to be outside, either out in the park or on your balcony, your porch, your backyard, or by the pool somewhere. And it reminds me of a beautiful spring day. So I'm going to tell you what the fragrance notes or the scent notes are in this. Melrose Place is a velvety, rich rose fragrance with hints of bergamot, lychee, cedarwood, and white musk. So here they are, all of the different fragrances in many different forms that I found to be therapeutic to me this week. Now, I would love to hear about any fragrances that you found therapeutic to you during this week as well. And again, it doesn't just have to be in the form of a home fragrance like a candle or wax melt. It can be skincare, body care, or perfume. Now, with this recent development with my mom and also me needing to play catch up with work as well from the time that I missed, it is going to cut into me being able to do videos like I want to do, as well as my podcast. It doesn't mean I won't be back, but you know, there's some other things, important things that are going on. I know you all will understand that. So thank you in advance. I'm still going to be doing or plan to do an April meeting, an April Home Fragrance Addicts Anonymous meeting video. But yeah, so that is what I wanted to share about that. And with that being said, if no one has told you today, I love you. Please take care of yourself. Make sure that you are taking care of you. Even if it's the simplest thing or something that seems very simple, take that first step today. And if it's washing your face or brushing your teeth or getting out of bed to make yourself something to eat, I hope that you'll do it because you're important and you matter. And I want us to spend more time together. I'm thankful that you're here. So, with that being said, I hope that you have a great day or a good night. Bye.
Peter, you know what? What? My happy thought will help you.
What's your happy thought, Dad?